Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go from Nashville. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So out come the Titans, and they are led, Greg, by Cam Ward. Same alma mater as you, University of Miami, the #1 overall pick in this past April's draft.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down. Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it, and boy, did they ever.
From the gun, here's Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He's got his man. It's Jefferson. A gain of 16 on that pass play. That's good for a Titan first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. He takes off. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
That's another Titans first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
No turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Play action. Ward. That one into the hands of Jefferson. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
The main goal for these quarterbacks when they're facing zone defense, Mike, is to identify the soft spots quickly. You need your guys to get open and stay open all before that defense has a chance to get home with their rush. They want to tie the coverage in with the rush unit. Like you see here, when you can give good protection and your receivers can get open and find those open spots, you deliver the ball on time. There's a lot of room to operate.
That throw right on the money for the former Miami quarterback, and it's a first down.
That's another Titans first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's got space inside the 25. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down for Tennessee.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On first down, it's Ward. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and We're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun snap for Wool. Short one there to Okonkwo. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Sly's kick is good. And the Titans will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
Well, there's not a whole lot left to say. I mean, if Patrick Mahomes is under center, you go into every game with a chance, not only to win the game, but to ultimately win the Super Bowl. I mean, he is a generationally great quarterback, one of the best we've ever seen. And anytime he lines up behind center, Mike, it is just an absolute blast for us to sit up here and really watch greatness play out in real time.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 15.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7, and he'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This one from 49. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. Julius Chestnut to bring it back. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Fake the handoff. Now Ward. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Really nice footwork here with a little tightrope action along the sideline. But this is all about the pass leading him a little too far out of bounds, and he's unable to secure the catch.
Now a handoff to Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
30-yard line. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third down and 9. Out of the gun, Ward. That is the rookie from Stanford, Alec Iomana. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of
25 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Ward. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
It's a pickup of 44
It's a
yards.
big one for Tennessee. A pickup of 44 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a loss of 1.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He knocks it through, and the Titans take a 10-3 lead.
Chiefs 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
Woods on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mahomes. That one pulled in by Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
We are through 1. 10-3 is our score. And we're back in Music City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. As we are ready, and he will get into the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Jimmy DK now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Ward. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
To throw on 2nd down is Ward. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Van Jefferson there. And it'll be 3rd down.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head, because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction, because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. He's got his tight end, that's a Contra. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
1st and 10, and they give it to Pollard. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Slot man in motion right. Now faking the give. He'll find his receiver. That's DK. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
And the Titans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Again, it's Pollard. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Here's 1st and 10. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll run here with Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing, Ward. one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Joey Fry back out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. This one into the hands of Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
9 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Chiefs.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Dropped off for Pacheco. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. throwing again. It's Mahomes. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Taking a shot for Smith-Schuster. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 37 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes second and goal.
Arden Key brought him down. A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the Titans' 5-yard line.
Mahomes going to keep it on a designed run. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
It is brought in the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs make the lead 4. It is 17-13. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here comes Chestnut. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Ward going to keep it here on the zone read. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Titans first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
From the gun, here's Ward. It's made right side by Iomar. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap for Ward. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the Titans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 24 yards. First down for Tennessee. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Nashville in a moment. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Ward. He's got his man, Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's Ward. Flush to his right.
1st and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Ward. That is caught by the tight end. Gunnar Helm. Touchdown Titans. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Slides at the book, up and good. And the Titans go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs' offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He runs with it. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is caught. He gets the hookup with Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
2nd down, they need 3. Here's Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Brown.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
They put Kelsey in motion. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They put Kelsey in motion. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Rolling to the left. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down.
That penalty is declined.
On fourth down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This will be from 47 yards. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will tie this game up here late in the first half.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
So the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first and 10, Ward. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
To throw on second down is Ward. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Remigio now on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with first and 10. The RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
On the pickup, it's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 8. Now, Mahomes. Complete left side to Worthy.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Third down and 3. Here's Mahomes. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. A gain of 12. First down, Chiefs.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. He'll hit Kelce quickly on the RPO, and they're going to work this down inside the 45. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. They put Kelce in motion. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Rashee Rice, touchdown Chiefs. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the 2nd half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
And we got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this 2nd half started. Now Butker to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Chiefs will go up by 7.
The score, Chiefs 27, Titans 20.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here comes Chestnut. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense trotting back out for their 1st involvement of this 2nd half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Off the bootleg, it's Ward. Off balance throw, it's complete. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
14 yards.
Give him 14 on that play. One play, one 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On second down. Here's Pollard. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Ward. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Mahomes to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Mahomes back. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Sebastian Joseph Day is there for the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
Yards on the play.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screen play.
He'll get this ahead for about 3. It was Jihad Ward there to bring him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Patrick to throw. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. A gain of 16 yards.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Pacheco. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll run the sneak, and he will have a Chiefs first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On 2nd down, Mahomes.
Mahomes pass. Complete to Rashid Rice. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll try to run for it. And he will get into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point by Butker is good, and the Chiefs will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
20.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Chindike. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Throwing on third down, Ward. And caught left side. It's complete. 18 yards on the pickup there. That's good for a Titan first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Ward gonna hold on to it, and he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap for Wolf. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. From the gun, here's Ward. A ball deep for the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Titans are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Joey Slye back out to kick this one away. Remigio now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
It's a gain of 10 yards. And the Chiefs have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
It is 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And the Chiefs going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
23. Harrison Butker.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here's DK. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. To throw is Ward. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's good.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
First and 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get...
And he will score! Alec Iomanner. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Out comes Sly for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Titans are able to edge a bit closer.
Chiefs 41, Titans 30.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll go with the sneak. It looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Working the right side, taken in by Rice. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, KC.
Kansas City Chiefs.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Throwing is Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy.
To number 1, Xavier Worthy. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Now, Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Brown. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time. The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
A give here to Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
At the 26. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. Now, Mahomes. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Cody Barton on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 7. Man in motion is Brown. Mahomes now on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. That's complete. Left side to Worthy.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Harrison Butker to
After
kick
the
off
made
for
field
Kansas
goal,
City.
Butker back on the field to send this one away. On the return, here comes Chestnut. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ward. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
It's a pickup of 12. 1st down for Tennessee.
12 yards.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. It was Jalen Watson who got the arm in there to break that one up.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Pollard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Short one there to Okonkwo. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
A throw on the move is caught. And will get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught once again by Helm. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
19-yard line.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Will find his receiver. That's DK. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field.